Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. How is everyone doing today? Feel free to say hello. Let us know where you're joining from. Let us know how your day is going. I'm already feeling just a wonderful energy today. And I don't know if that's because I've prepared my notes to talk about the great astrology that's coming up, or if it's just a great day. Eric, good morning from Seattle. Welcome, Eric. Hello, Jackie. Good morning, my friend. Lucy, hello, Jackie. Good to see you. I don't know if that was supposed to be the end of the sentence, but I like it. I am here. Nichelle, hello. My week was so hectic and drained. All right, well, I hope we have some good news for you today, Nichelle. Melissa, hello from Colorado. It's a cold morning for once. Interesting. Well, welcome, Melissa. Christine, good morning, Jackie and friends here in sunny Philly. Isn't it always sunny in Philadelphia? Jennifer, hoping for a great day. Last couple days have been crazy. Christine in Philly as well. Oh, Jennifer's also in Philly. Nichelle, the last session was the only good thing. Well, at least there was something that was good, right? It wasn't all a crapshoot. AJ, beautiful day, my friends. Welcome, welcome. So actually, I love that you say beautiful day, because I've been wondering how I could bring this up in Insight Timer. But recently, I was reading about how people say grand rising as opposed to good morning. And I believe her name is Rev, but there's someone who comes here and they always say grand rising. That's how they greet us, and I love it. And I finally put two and two together, because a lot of our language has been turned in negative ways. And what is another meaning of morning? Good morning, good sadness, right? So grand rising is another way to not bring the negative energy of the word morning into our rising for the day. Love it, love it. I guess good morning, y'all. This is one of my favorite mugs. So I guess good morning, grand rising. Wherever you are in the world, maybe good afternoon. Love it. Well, let's talk about my yoga teacher says grand rising. I love it. It's one of those things that I want to start doing, but it still feels weird coming out of my face, so I need to get used to it, but I do love that. If you guys were with me on Wednesday, thank you for your patience as I lost sound. Eric, I'm drinking coffee today. I'm going back to my old ways. I gave up coffee a little while ago, but I'm going to a concert tonight and I want to have some energy, so I'm drinking coffee right now. So Wednesday, I lost sound, so thank you guys for your patience, sticking with me for a few minutes as I was playing around with the audio settings on Insight Timer. There's a prime example of the Mercury retrograde shadow period, because Mercury impacts technology, so the shadow period is about different astrologers have different ways of looking at it, but it's a time before Mercury actually stations retrograde. The shadow period tends to throw some wrenches in some stuff. So losing sound is exactly an example of Mercury retrograde stuff playing around. And also, if you guys watched the replay on YouTube, I don't know what was going on, but my audio and video were like 2 seconds apart. It was annoying me. However, during Insight Timer, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I took a second and I connected with my guides to ask, like, hey, can you help me out? If this is serving our highest good, if this is right for me to be here continuing this session, like, please allow me to get my sound back. And prior to that, there's 2 different sound settings that I can choose here on Insight Timer, and I've lost sound before and I just switch over to the stereo sound. And I was trying to do that on Wednesday and it wasn't working. I couldn't, I would just hit stereo and it would go back to high quality, where I normally have it. And then I tuned in with my guides and I asked them for help, and then I was able to actually switch to stereo. So that was a cool way of seeing my guides working on the spot. However, it didn't help, but it was just interesting to see that option was available after I tuned in and worked with them. So Christine, I was wondering about your coffee. Yeah, so I gave up coffee because I don't want to be dependent on it, which I have been for a very long time. And I'm having a hard breakup with it. I am finding myself very, very, very tired in the middle of the day. Like I'm taking naps at 2 o'clock every day when I don't drink coffee. But I think that's because I'm not doing my cold turkey thing. I'm still enjoying coffee when I go out to breakfast with people, and I love going out to breakfast, so I'm still drinking coffee like 2 or 3 times a week. So we'll see. It's a hard breakup. We've been in a relationship for a really long time. Melissa, my computers at work crashed last week. Yes, Mercury retrograde will play with technology, with stuff like that. Fiona, my headphones wouldn't connect to my phone this morning, which was unusual. I had to unpair then repair to get them to connect. Exactly, Mercury. So Mercury retrograde will be starting later today. It's not retrograde just yet. Maybe in about 12 hours. I don't know specifically, but later tonight, Mercury will station retrograde, and he will be retrograde until October 2nd. So we are starting off in Libra. We're going to be retrograde for 2 weeks in Libra, and then on September 23rd, he pops back into Virgo. So what the heck does all of that mean? Mercury is the planet that represents the messenger. He is the ruler of our mind, so our thoughts, our communication, our ideas. In a retrograde period, it appears to be moving backwards, but we all know that that's not how physics works. It's just an optical illusion. However, it's a time to re-examine everything that has been happening for the last few weeks. So it's a time to review, reflect on what we've been doing with our mind, and it gives us an opportunity to course correct, right? Sometimes you look back at what you've been thinking and you're like, man, I've been putting myself in a pretty negative place. Time to course correct and shift over to a newer, better timeline. This time, and this is, I guess, why I'm so excited about this Mercury retrograde is occurring opposite of Jupiter. So Mercury right now is at 8 degrees of Libra. Jupiter is at 5 degrees of Aries. So it's not an exact opposition. That would be if they were both at the same degree, but they're very, very close. And when you have an opposition, the planets are kind of coming at each other. They're running at each other. In my astrological experience, I've heard many astrologers talk about oppositions as a difficult situation, a difficult aspect. However, in this situation, I see it as luck, because Jupiter is the planet that represents luck, abundance, growth, expansion. It's staring you in the face. It's coming right towards you. So what you do with that growth, with that expansion, that's up to you. As always, because that's why I love astrology so much. We always have free will. It's just about understanding the energies and then choosing what to do with them. So Libra is where Mercury is going retrograde, archetype of the scales, bringing balance back into your life, bringing harmony. So what a better time to review and course correct to balance things out. Okay, so this can be within your own mind, the way that you think about situations, the way that you communicate about situations. And Libra rules the 7th house of astrology, which is our relationships. So this could be romantic relationships, this could be business partnerships, close friendships, just a duality type situation. So perhaps this is a time to balance the way that you have been thinking about a certain relationship, or a way that you have been communicating with a certain partnership. Christine, I need to take your astrology course so I understand more of this. Absolutely. I think I broke it down in a very digestible way, but there is Astrology 101 available here on Insight Timer. It's a 13-day audio course that breaks down all these specifics. Becca, hello from Austin. Welcome, welcome. Hi, gang. Hello, Bonnie. Nice to see you today. So, we have this Mercury retrograde that's happening later tonight. Tomorrow at 5 a.m. Central Time, where I am, the full moon is occurring at 17 degrees of Pisces. Good morning, Dr. Monica. Full moon is a good time to release everything that no longer serves you, letting go of things that are holding you back, And Pisces is the sign of the dreamer, the mystic, and the poet. Pisces can be linked with illusions. So this full moon in Pisces is a wonderful time to drop the illusion. Let go of things that might be clouding your clear judgment, is a good way to say it, I guess. So we have this Mercury retrograde all about balancing the mind. Libra, balance, Mercury, mind. Pisces full moon is this is a mutable full moon because the signs that are involved, Pisces, the moon is in Pisces, which is a mutable sign, and the sun is in Virgo, which is a mutable sign. So mutable signs are good at pretty much just letting shit go, moving on, like rolling with the changes. So this could be a wonderful time tomorrow and through the next couple weeks to let go of illusions. Okay, so as I was writing my notes, I had all of these emotions come up. So like letting go of the illusion that maybe you're not good enough for something, maybe that you're not smart enough. Letting go of the illusion that you're not brave enough. The illusion that the only way to be successful is to work your ass off. No, there's other ways to be successful. You don't always have to be grinding. Maybe letting go of the illusion that the universe is against you in some way, or that the odds are stacked against you, right? So this might be a great time to sit down and write out every single belief that brought you to your current situation, positive and negative, right? I have this beautiful house because I worked 3 jobs and I was able to pay off all my debt. Okay, that's a belief that brought you to where you are. My financial situation currently isn't what I want it to be because I haven't been working so hard. Write that down. As you write down all of your beliefs about how you think that you are where you are, feel all of the feels that come out. Let those emotions release. Let go of emotions that are no longer serving you, because that will help release these limiting beliefs that are no longer serving you. And then you could do this second part right away if it feels good, or throughout this Mercury retrograde as we're re-examining our thoughts. But examine the list. Challenge each specific thought. Is this absolutely true? How do I know it's true? Or might this be an illusion that I'm hanging on to? Is it an opinion? And then maybe ask yourself, what would my life look like if I let go of this illusion? So I feel like that was a really long explanation about what's going on, but I am really excited about all of this energy. This feels very just like clean and fresh energy, kind of starting over. Re-examining the mind, letting shit go with the full moon. And also, we have a whole bunch of planets that are retrograde right now. So Mercury will be retrograde tonight, and then Jupiter all the way out to Pluto. All of those planets are retrograde right now, guys. We're kind of coming to the end of this time, but this is a huge pause and reset time. Retrograde means re-examining, going back, rethinking, course correcting, right? So we have so much of this energy in the sky right now. And then starting in October, that's when things are going to start moving forward. Mercury's going to go direct, Saturn's going to go direct. We will have Mars that will retrograde, but October, November, December, like those are going to be some hot months, guys, for personal stuff, for world stage stuff. It's going to get poppin'. So take this beautiful time now to just reflect and maybe set your plan of action. My moon and sun bookend Mercury, currently or in your natal chart. So like the current Mercury is between them, or in your natal chart, Mercury is between them. In your birth chart, I feel like that means something significant that I've heard other astrologers talk about, and I just can't wrap my brain around it right now. But that is interesting, that's like the center point between your sun and moon. Great observation, Bonnie. So with all this beautiful energy, guys, I was drawn to the Gateway of Light activation deck by Kyle Gray. I feel like every time we pull from this deck, we get something beautiful, and I feel like we have a very beautiful couple of weeks coming up. So I will be pulling from this deck for you. So if this is your first time, the way that I run my readings is in a group fashion. So feel free to send your energy into my deck as I shuffle, and I will allow 3 cards to present themselves to us with the assistance of your guides and my guides, trusting that these 3 messages will serve us on our highest good and lead us down the path that we are destined to be on at the moment. So if you have a specific question, feel free to ask it now. If there's a certain area within your life that you're searching for guidance, tune into that area of your life. Jacqui, I already got a strong hit for card 2 and a little for card 1 yesterday afternoon. Oh, I love it. Michelle is drawn to all 3. Beautiful. So when these cards present themselves, I will show you the backs of all 3 cards, so they will look the same. However, I invite you to tune into your own intuition and pay attention to your physical senses to see how your guides are trying to nudge you to let you know that a card is meant for you to be heard today. Michelle, Jennifer, and Christine are all using their claircognizance right now. So claircognizance is when you just know. There's no explanation. You don't feel anything. You don't really hear anything. It's just a knowing. So when I show you these cards, tune into maybe a physical touch, right? Maybe you feel a tingle in your body. Maybe a muscle twitches. Tune into your vision. Maybe something happens with the computer screen, the phone screen, or maybe a light flashes in front of you. Tune into your hearing. Maybe you'll hear a ringing in your ears, or maybe you'll physically hear a voice say a word, right? Your smell, maybe you might smell something familiar when I hold up a certain card, or even taste. You might have a taste that comes to mind. Am I forgetting a sense? I don't know. Tune into your physical senses and, don't expect anything. That's, I think, where we got caught up with intuition. I think that's where our intuition was stopped along the way, is that we think that to be intuitive is to be this psychic lady who has all these visions and the crystal ball, and then if you don't see that you're broken in some way. But no. Intuition is super personal. We all have psychic abilities. They've just been kind of suppressed and mocked. So we started to not trust them as a society. However, everything is energy. Everything is connected. Radhika is feeling 3. Michelle, some firecracker rockets are firing in the sky. Very interesting. I love it. And that last card, guys, it's coming. It's coming in just a few seconds. There we go. Okay. So I will show you the backs of all 3 cards, and then let us know in the chat which card, or even more than one card, is resonating with you today. So here is the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. I will show them one more time in case you need a second look over. But here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Christine. Oh my, I got a feeling when the last card popped out. Love it. Melissa is also feeling card number 3. Renee is working with 3. AJ number 2. Fiona's feeling 1 and 2. Beautiful. And the more I do these readings, I was talking about this on Wednesday, the more I do these readings, the more these cards just flow together seamlessly. So if none are resonating with you, or if they are all resonating with you, beautiful. If there is a specific one or two, there might be more in that card for you. Karen is feeling 2 and 3. Melissa, 3 on both, but felt both 1 and 2 different showings. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I don't know what your intuition is saying, but that tells me that 1 and 2 might have things that you need to hear, but you don't want to hear. And 3 is like a spot on, like, all right, this is it. Dr. Monica, strongest with 3. Beautiful. Oof. Card number 1. All 3, yeah, beautiful. Card number 1 brings us to Inner Earth. Your base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. The base chakra, also known as the root chakra, is found at the base of the spine and is the energy center that governs our connection to the physical world and all of its lessons. This card transports us to the energetic gateway that connects us to this planet and everything that we have learned during our many lifetimes here. We are being given a powerful opportunity to root down and claim our right to be on the planet. To claim the truth that ultimately we are safe. In the image, there is a gateway below a giant tree. This realm is called the underworld. There is the spiritual realm. This is the spiritual realm visited by shamans journeying to collect energies, meet guardian beings, and reclaim parts of their power or the power of others that have been left behind. Know that if you are searching for parts of yourself, you have the opportunity to find them and build stable foundations. You have the right to feel grounded, safe, and secure. You are becoming fully aware of what you need in order to feel safe and fulfilled on planet Earth. Know that this is a part of the divine plan for you to be incarnated upon the planet now. And although at times you may have felt unstable or that you have lost your way, you have been building up momentum to be where you are today. You are in a space where you can build powerful foundations. A space where you can lay out exactly what you need, who you need to be, and what you need to do in order to flourish and grow. You have the opportunity to reclaim parts of yourself that you have buried deep within and reclaim gifts that you have abandoned. If you are starting any projects or thinking about taking up something you've had on hold, now is the perfect time. The seeds you are planting are sending roots deep into Mother Earth. You are held. You are supported. A beautiful card with a message of safety, security, groundedness, and support. And I was getting the vibes of Mercury retrograde, especially this Libra Mercury retrograde, as I was reading this card. It's a time to revisit your own thoughts about yourself, about your abilities, about your job, your role here in this universe. And it's a time to build trust within yourself to take those giant leaps forward, to let you feel where you are meant to be instead of holding yourself back with those self-limiting beliefs. Kayla, all 3 again today. The first one feels calm. The second one is more background support. 3 is extremely powerful and has me feeling like my throat is radiating energy. Oh. Jennifer loves it. Need to do some shamanic drumming. Yes, I love it. I've been on just one shamanic journey, and it did take me to lower world, and it's powerful. It's intense, guys. Well, I guess, okay, one in person, and I've done a whole bunch of shamanic journeys on Insight Timer. Good morning, Jack. But yes, drumming, going down to Mother Earth, finding your roots, finding your support, your stability. Fiona, so exciting. Validating for me in the 3 things I'm launching over the next 2 weeks. I love it. Beautiful time. Yes, just stay grounded throughout those launches, Fiona. It's really easy to get caught up and get excited and get ahead of ourselves, but stay grounded. That's your message. Jennifer, I love shamanic journeys. Yeah, me too. I even bought myself a drum, but it's not the same doing it myself. I much prefer when others drum for me at this point. Christine, I didn't choose one, but it's strongly speaking to me. Lovely. Let's see what else comes out of these cards. Card number 2, I am presence. See how they're already building on each other, guys? Light body activation, accessing the divine within. The I am presence is frequently mentioned in the Ascended Master teachings. It's the individualized presence of the divine that rests within us all. Personally, I see no difference between the I am presence and what other people call the inner teacher or higher self. It's the aspect of divinity that lies within us, offering us great wisdom. It's the inner Buddha or Christ consciousness. It's the part of our soul that has never forgotten that it is connected to divine love. Even when our faith is challenged, there's a part of us that knows there's something out or in there, and it's the I am. This card is the gateway that allows you to reflect upon the fact that this incredible, infinite, divine being is within you, and always aligned with love, and always offering wisdom. For a long time, the I am has been dormant, and we have been encouraged to believe that we are insignificant and powerless. But the more we connect with the divine, the more we realize that it is resting gently within us. We are the divine expressing itself. We are a facet of the God particle, having an individual experience, but we are part of the whole. You are experiencing a great shift, which is helping you understand yourself in ways that were previously impossible. This is an exciting time. You are connecting with the highest form of intelligence within you. The body of light within you is growing brighter, and you are becoming aware of how your actions and choices affect the unfolding of your future. The bright light you are is expressing itself unapologetically. Guys, if card number 2 resonated with you specifically, this is just screaming at you that you are on the right path. You are doing the right things. The belief that you have within yourself, the love that you're feeling within yourself, keep tapping into it. Keep discovering it, because even if you are already feeling that light within you, there is an infinite amount still left to find. I think that's one of the biggest realizations in our human experience is that we are just this, we have the God particle. We all have it. We all have Christ consciousness. It's all about tapping into it and choosing to use it over our ego selves. So this is just a reminder that even in the situations that you may feel powerless, you may feel as if you need to use those lower vibrational feelings to navigate the situation, that's a choice as much as using your I am presence is a choice. So maybe during this Mercury retrograde is a time to re-examine areas of your life where you have been using your ego fear, your ego doubt, your ego hesitation and apprehension. And I lost a word. Specifically consciously choosing to know that you have this divine light inside of you. And my gosh, if you understand that you have this divine light inside of you, and if you understand that I am you and you are me and we are all one, we're literally living in a world of divine light. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? Okay, let's see what you guys are saying about that card. Fiona, Becca, I'm launching something right now as well. Message me and let me know what you're doing. I love connecting. Oh, that's awesome, Becca. Fiona, thank you, Jackie. And yay, Christine. Will do, Becca. And yes, card 2 is so me as well. Jackie, card 2 completely aligns with a card I drew this morning and falls in line with the questions I've been trying to answer about moving forward. Awesome. Yeah, sometimes we just need that reminder, that extra push, because life can get difficult. This 3D reality that we live in, when I say that I mean 3-dimensional, it's rough, man. But we all chose to be here at this time. Like, remember that. Your soul chose to come here at this time. Your soul chose to come into the exact situation that you are in right now for reasons of growth, right? All of these hardships that are coming up in your life, you have all of the tools to overcome them. Earth is just a school to help us ascend our souls to the next level. Christine, I love to definitely builds on card 1 for me. Likewise, Christine. Likewise. Let's see how we can wrap up. Ooh, I almost read the wrong one because I got too excited. Wrap up Gateway of Light activation cards. So card 3, guys, brings us to the halls of Amenti initiation. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. The halls of Amenti are a sacred learning space that were energetically transported by Thoth from Atlantis to the spiritual plane before Atlantis came to an end. It is said that the portal to this etheric retreat is energetically connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Many believe that the physical remains of these halls can be found there. We don't have to physically visit Egypt to access their energies, though. The halls of Amenti are said to have been the home of the Emerald Tablet. They are the space of ancient mysteries in service to the expansion of humanity. On this card, you will see 2 pillars, an echo of the 2 pillars that have been found in sacred spaces throughout history. The black pillar represents the physical world, and the white represents the spiritual, indicating that this sacred space is, quote, between the worlds. If you feel called to these halls, or they seem oddly familiar, there is a chance you have visited them in dream time or even before this incarnation. You are in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that a reconfiguration is happening. Energetically, you are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. My God. You might not feel that light is present because you are in the middle of this phase at the moment, but know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that were stored in the depths of your body being released so that your vibration can rise. My goodness, guys, I promise I don't have these cards memorized. I wasn't talking about the 3D realities and using your light body because I knew this was coming. That is crazy. That's insane. So this card is just representing all of us right now, especially if card 3 was strongly resonating with you. But I feel like we're all in this place. My gosh, I've been saying this for years. If you are doing this work, if you are here on Insight Timer listening to me babble about 3D energies and ascension and light bodies and all that stuff, my true belief is that we are all in the 4th dimension right now. The 3rd dimension, the dark pillar, that is hardship, that is fear consciousness, that is anger, that is hardship. The fourth dimension is what I believe to be in the middle, where we're aware that the 3D stuff isn't really working for us anymore, and we are gearing up to ascend to that white pillar, which is what I would consider 5D, the fifth dimension, Age of Aquarius. Let me tell you, that song, man, ooh, it's magical. However, this card is just another little reminder. You don't have to be stuck in the heavy world of the three-dimensional world that we were born into. Like, we're here because this is time for the earth to ascend up to the fifth dimension. This is time for us to release those negative vibrations that are holding us back. Hence, tomorrow is a full moon. Remember that you have a light body that is always within you, that always wants to come out and play. This is the part of you that wants to drive the chariot in this lifetime. How do you access that? Connect to the earth, man. Get back in yourself. Mother Earth can help you connect to your insides. Wow. I wonder if you guys were feeling that as much as I was. That place in Egypt that the card mentioned, Nichelle. Are you talking about the Great Pyramid of Giza? Atlantis was also mentioned, and the Halls of Amenti was the actual card. Oh, Belle, I love it. Bring it on! Let's see what else you guys are talking about. Monica, love living in divine light. So ready for this. Yes. Nichelle, these cards were amazing. All questions were answered. Beautiful. Jennifer in all caps. Oh my god. Joe, perfect. Renee, that very much resonates with how I've been feeling recently. Old energy and trying to connect to source and balance, etc. AJ needed to hear this. Jennifer loves Age of Aquarius by the fifth dimension. Oof. Love that song. I'm getting chills. Michelle, yes. Beautiful. Jackie, divine how all the cards play together. As you've mentioned, they've been doing lately. Yeah, it's cool. Super cool. I'm going to grab a different deck. I had a deck lined up for our culminating card, and it doesn't feel right. So we're going to go back to our good old Ask Your Guides to wrap this up. I'll pull one more card from Ask Your Guides to see how we can tie this all together. Let me just light my incense over here first. Get some cleansing of my own thoughts so I don't bring my egotistical ways into this. Yeah, that was a awesome reading. I'm feeling great. I had a good feeling. I even came to this reading saying like, man, you guys feel those great energies in the sky right now? Because I do. All right, so feel free to send your energy into this deck once more. Asking for a card that will wrap this all up and leave us with something beautiful and actionable. And if you guys have been enjoying today's session, if you'd like to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation, they are always appreciated. And if you'd like to stay connected with me, feel free to follow me on Insight Timer. You can find my personal website on my Insight Timer profile if you'd like to work with me one-on-one. What else? You can join our spiritual community. It's the group that I have here on Insight Timer where I post updates of these oracle readings. It's a place for us to share. Bonnie just shared some wonderful affirmations yesterday on Insight Timer. And that's it for now. Christine, oh yes, 3 is my card. Unbelievable. What you are saying about dimensions resonates. I am Aquarius. Also have always had a connection with Egypt. Love it, Christine. I love it. Nichelle, connecting with Egypt and aliens. I love to see Discovery series on it. I love aliens, guys. They're absolutely real. How can they not be? There's so much out there that we are not aware of. Love it. Thank you very much, Christine. Your donation is very much appreciated. Nichelle. And stars and moon are my melting flame. Very beautiful. Our culminating card today is number 50, a message from our higher self regarding self-control. The keywords for this card are restraint, detachment, composure, and relaxation. Your higher self is advising you to keep your emotions in check through these times of change and transformation. Be on guard as well against being manipulated emotionally by the fear and drama of those around you. Change is in the air, and the uncertainty at hand is stirring up a lot of anxiety and insecurity. Recognize the potential stress and choose to brave the volatile storm by remaining cool, calm, and collected. Whatever you do, don't allow yourself to succumb to the seductive and addictive appeal of high drama as a way of expending the excess adrenaline coursing through your veins. Go for a run or work out at the gym. Use your anxiety physically rather than emotionally, and protect yourself against the fear-provoking actions of others. Yes, it's difficult to face the unknown, but your higher self calmly assures you that no matter what challenges you encounter, you can handle everything beautifully if you remain detached, relaxed, and grounded. Your higher self's message: stay cool. There's so much to say about that card, and I feel like I could talk about this message for a good 45 minutes. Let me try to wrap it into a little ball for you. There's a lot of change going on, guys. We are moving. The whole world is moving from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. It's easier for some people and it's very difficult for others, right? Some people are so gripped onto their ego, so gripped onto their fear that they just want to spread it around and share it around, okay? I have those people in my life share videos with me provoking fear. This is what the government's gonna do. Everything's ruined. We don't have food. Look at all these things that are being done in our society. Blah, blah, blah. It's all fear. It's all fear. What do you get when you turn on the 6 o'clock news? Fear. How do you detach from that? Turn it off, right? Focus on your light body. Your inner being does not need to be dictated by all of the fear-based things around you, okay? Connect with the earth, go inside yourself, find your light, and have some self-control when those things approach you. It is human nature to be curious about those exciting things, right? That fear-provoking news, that fear-provoking information. It's human nature to feel like, I need to learn about this so that I can protect myself from it. I need to understand this so that I can protect my family from it. I'm getting worked up talking about this. And it doesn't even have to matter in your mind. If it hasn't affected you now, who says it's going to? What's the point of worrying about something that's coming? You're just stealing your own joy from today. If no one has knocked on your door and punished you for X, Y, or Z, then what's the point of assuming that it's going to happen and having this fear going around the situation? So I guess that card was talking about there is going to be lots of situations that will bring fear onto you, that will bring reasons for you to feel anxious onto you. But instead of playing into it, instead of accepting we're all doomed, the world's going to shit, tap back into your light body and know that it's always in there and you can always choose this light body. Everything is a choice. We have so much free will. A practice that I like to do so the first step is noticing it, right? Like that can be a really hard step. If we're just used to living in this fear-based society, it can be really difficult to take a step back and say, that's where fear is coming from, and I don't accept it. But when you do feel other people's fear, other people's anxiety, other just negative energies coming at you, something that I choose to do, you can do it, and no one has to know. You can keep your eyes open. I imagine myself breathing into my light body, and my light body, for me specifically, starts in my heart. For you, it might start elsewhere in your body. But every time I inhale, I feel it growing. And when I exhale, I imagine it pouring out of my whole aura, going to the world around me. So I don't allow the fear in, I just breathe into my own light body and expand it, and when I exhale, I push it out to everyone around me. I think that usually calms down the people around me that are trying to freak me out about what they are anxious about. All right, let me see what else you guys are talking about. And then we'll get into our Reiki transmission, I promise. Fiona, thank you kindly for your donation. Jennifer, OMG. Nichelle, yes, my first session on Insight Timer was your session. And you told the alien story. That man met you at the bar or something. And I was like, wow. Yes, that's a story for I'll tell it again another day. Dr. Monica, restraint, composure. Yep, Fiona, keep calm, carry on. Nichelle, how do you deal with those people? It's that light body. I do not have to choose to interact with your fear, with your anxiety. You can try and put it at me all you want, but I'm choosing to not respond to it, to not react to it. It's a choice. Ash, I canceled my cable a long time ago because of this. There's nothing good on it. Yeah, it's all just to get emotional reactions out of people. What's the easiest way to control people? Get them scared, right? Jackie, thank you very kindly for your donation. Jennifer, oh my God, I am literally going through this now. I have been so ridden with anxiety. This is a great message. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have been so ridden with anxiety. It's useless. It's completely useless. When you also understand that we create our own reality, our thoughts create our reality, if you are in a state of anxiety, worrying about what's coming next, you're going to create some nasty situations that appear in your life. But when you're able to step out of that anxiety, people think that it's the opposite. People think that good situations create good emotions. Once you realize it's the complete opposite, man, does that make your life so much easier. You choose your good emotions, which create good circumstances, which then make it easier to stay in these good emotions. Jack, okay, yeah, don't be afraid of it, but be ready to handle it when it comes. Who says when it's coming? Who says that it's going to come? And even if it does come, even if this bad situation does come, if you know how to be in your state of inner peace, the world can change around you, but nothing is going to impact what's inside. If something does happen and I lose my house, I lose my family, of course that would suck, and it's not what I want. But there's always that inner stillness, that inner peace, trusting that everything happens for a reason. Trusting that even negative circumstances can be put on our path, but being thankful for the growth and lessons that come through those negative lessons. And if you are not operating emotionally, if you're operating from a sense of calm, if these things do happen, they'll be easier to handle because you won't be acting and reacting off of emotions. You'll be acting from a sense of calm. More logical, less emotional. Christine, fear is what holds me back. Time to put that aside. Thank you, Jackie. Love your energy. The news is 99% fear-based for sure. Best to stay in the light. Yeah, Yes, Wade, stay fearless, my friends. All right, guys, let's do some Reiki. I will talk you through a grounding meditation, and then I will transmit some Reiki energy for a few moments, and I will talk you out of the meditation, and then we will wrap this up. So feel free to find yourself in a comfortable position, either seated or lying down. Make your micro adjustments and feather your nest. And if you haven't done so already, closing down your eyes and sending all of your awareness to all of the contact points you have with the surface beneath you. Feeling your connection to Mother Earth. And feeling how she effortlessly supports you the entire weight of your body. Beautiful. Now bringing all of your awareness directly above the crown of your head in an egg-shaped white orb of light. Just for a moment, separating your awareness from your physical body. Viewing life from this detached eagle's perch. Observing, not reacting. And now acting as the curious observer as this egg of awareness cracks on the crown of your head. Feeling your awareness flowing down all sides of your head and face, back of your head, flowing over the temples and ears, your forehead, eyebrows, eyelids and eyelashes, dripping off the tip of your nose, flowing down your cheeks, further down the back of your head, the sides of your face, dripping off the lips, the chin, your jaw, flowing down all sides of your neck, running off the shoulders, down the upper arms, passing over the elbows, down to the forearms, passing over the wrists, coming out to the hands, into your thumbs, pointer fingers, middle fingers, ring fingers, pinky fingers. Bringing all of your awareness up to your chest. Slowly, slowly scanning the front side of your body as you tune into the beating of your heart. Noticing how the breath causes the chest to expand and contract. Flowing your awareness down to the belly. Feeling into the organs resting behind the abdomen. Noticing how the breath causes the belly to rise and fall. Flowing down further, coming to the pelvic floor. And bringing your attention to your upper back. And slowly flowing down the back side of your body. Passing over the shoulder blades. Weaving in and out the backs of your ribs. Dripping down the mid-back to the lower back. Down into your glutes. Flowing your awareness down the upper legs. Passing over the knees. Coming down to the lower legs. Passing over the ankles to the tops of your feet. Feeling into the big toes, the second toes, the middle toes, the fourth toes, and the fifth toes. Dripping all of your awareness into the soles of your feet. Breathing deeply as you feel into your entire body. Spreading your awareness throughout every cell of your body at once. Breathing deeply. Using the breath to open the central channel of energy within our bodies. By breathing in through the nose, and watching the breath as it travels down your spine all the way to the root chakra in your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, watch the breath reach up your spine to the crown of your head. Inhaling down to the root. And exhaling up to the crown. Continue for a few rounds in silence. Releasing the breath back to your natural rhythm. As you begin to imagine roots growing down from each contact point you have with the surface beneath you. And simply observing as these roots travel down into Mother Earth, pushing through the soil, digging deeper, digging wider, firmly grounding yourself into Mother Earth. And welcoming in your guides and angels for any assistance they may have to offer at this time. Allowing permission for the Reiki energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this Reiki energy as it nourishes your highest good. Bringing your focus now back inside of your body, allowing your thoughts to flutter away as you receive this precious gift of time for yourself. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body, noticing anything that may rise to the surface as I keep track of the time. Returning your focus to your breath and feeling into the weight of your body resting in space. Imagine a brilliant, glowing ball of sparkling golden light in the center of your chest. This warm ball of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, this light becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, and exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses your entire body. golden light slowly fades away as the connection to this Reiki energy transmission closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. Taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels and listening in to receive any last messages. Slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling out the wrists and ankles, stretching out your body however it's calling you to. Perhaps bringing the palms of your hands together, rubbing them back and forth, creating friction, creating heat. Cupping the warm palms over your eyes, beginning to blink the eyes open as the light peeks in through the cracks, as you slowly bring yourself back to your physical body. Thank you so much for joining me today. Love to all. Namaste. Let me know how that was for you guys. My whole body is literally buzzing at this time. It might be the coffee, but pretty sure it's mostly the energy. Very powerful reading today. Very powerful Reiki energy coming through. We're in such a great place, guys. So I also noticed, Jack is seeing energy dots. Do you guys know what those energy dots are? I love them. So I have a friend who's like, she's a Pisces and she's always in another mystical realm. I just love her. But she told me that she sees these energy dots all of the time. I was like, what are you talking about? That's cool, but you're also crazy. And the more I meditate and practice yoga outside, I can see them best in the sky. I would also, because I was a gymnast, so I would also see them after I was done doing tumbling. But yeah, they just look like little white, silver, gold, gray dots that are all around. Yeah, the higher you vibrate, the more dots come. Very exciting. Jacqui, namaste. Beautiful Jacqui and friends. Loved the divine energy today. Fiona, you're also seeing energy dots. I love it. Christine, hard to sit quiet. I was wiggly. You don't always need to just sit silently to receive Reiki. It can come in all forms at all times. So no worries, Christine. If you need to wiggle, you need to wiggle. Fiona, that was incredible, Jacqui, and so lovely to be with you all here, my dear friends. Thank you, thank you. Did anyone else notice the similarities in the shapes? I was looking at that for a moment. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but that's interesting. Christine, namaste, Jacqui. It's amazing how I can feel the energy you sent and the energy of this beautiful song? It's funny because I was thinking hope. It's not the coffee. I know. I was also kidding. I know it's not the coffee. I know that this is, there's beautiful energy here today. Beautiful, beautiful. So something else that came through, group sangha. What is that? I feel like I've heard that word. How do we ascend? I feel like there's a connotation that we need to connect with the divine up there. I feel like there's this stigma that we need to open our crown chakra to access, stuff from up there. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The light is within you. It just needs to be accessed. It's already in there. Grounding, connecting with yourself, rooting yourself into Mother Earth. I feel like there's a better way to say that, and I have all this energy in me that knows how to express this, but the words sometimes can't catch up with the energy. I hope you know what I'm trying to say. Sharon, can you explain Reiki? What's the difference with meditation? Sure. So Reiki itself is an energy that I am channeling to you. So when you go through Reiki training, you become attuned to different levels of Reiki, meaning that the Reiki master teacher who attunes you is opening certain energy channels within your body to be able to access certain energies, certain vibrations, to put them out to the world. So in a regular meditation, that is you and your guides doing your thing, raising your own vibration, clearing out your own gunk, which is super powerful in itself, right? That's why I like to combine meditation with receiving Reiki. You connect with your own body, then I channel energy from source out to all of you guys who are present and intending to receive. So I hope that gives you the explanation that you were looking for. If you guys have enjoyed today's session, donations are always super appreciated if you are able. If you haven't yet followed me on Insight Timer, feel free to click on my face on the bottom right corner and give me a follow so you can stay updated when I post my new classes. If you'd like to work one-on-one with me for readings or for Reiki, where I connect to your personal energy field, you can find my personal website on my Insight Timer bio as well. Also in my Insight Timer bio is a link to our spiritual community, which is the group that I run on Insight Timer, where I post updates of our oracle readings. I have an update for you all about this women's retreat that I've been talking about. After our session on Wednesday, I was feeling very excited and encouraged. So I have officially booked the venue for this women's retreat. It is in Jamestown, Kentucky. It's on the Kentucky Lake, a beautiful cabin. I will be putting out more details as I get things figured out. However, I am running a women's retreat from March 30th of next year through April 2nd, with an option to come on March 29th for a Reiki 1 and 2 little workshop. So I'm just working out details and pricing. This is going to be an affordable retreat because I will not be paying external people to lead lots of things, and I will not be providing 100% of the services. This is a special community-based, Aquarian-based retreat where I just ask that everyone who comes brings some sort of gift to share with the group, whether that is leading a group meditation, whether that is doing mini Reiki sessions for people, if you're a massage therapist, if you have holistic remedies that you can teach us about, if you want to speak about a certain topic, just something to give a little bit to the community so that we all immensely benefit. So that's it. More details to come on that. And I was also toying with the idea of, so I'm trying to just expand everything I do. I'm trying things here and there to see what catches and what serves the community the best. And I Okay, so that book study is also coming. When the weather starts to get cold again, I will be in recording mode where I can sit in my house and record audio, because when it's nice out, I need to be outside. But I will be doing a book study on A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, where we'll do some readings, and then there's going to be homework based on the certain sections to like embody the teachings of the book into our life. So that's coming. But this morning I was pulling my full moon tarot spread, which I do every full moon. I do a spread for every new moon, and I do a spread for the start of the month. And I was thinking about maybe starting like a Patreon community where you guys can tune in with my readings. So like I'll pull a new moon spread and a full moon spread and a new month spread for the collective, for all of you guys. So if that would interest any of you, it would be, I don't know if it would be live or if it would be pre-recorded, but it would be a whole spread with explanations about what's going on. So beautiful. Let me know if that is something that you would be interested in, and I will put it into the works. Yeah, I like to toy around with new ideas. Nathan, sounds like a lovely agorism retreat. What does agorism mean, Nathan? Noreen, namaste. Very good energy. Thank you, thank you. Well, I have not scheduled my appointments. I haven't scheduled my insight timers for next week just yet. I will be doing that. Oh my gosh, no, I have. Just kidding. I was ahead of the game. I'll be back. Oh, next Friday. I got a busy week. I got a busy week next week. So I'll be back on Friday the 16th at the same time for our next Oracle reading. So I hope you all enjoy your beautiful weekend, the start to Mercury retrograde, your full moon tomorrow, and I will be enjoying lots of live country music this weekend. I'm going to 2 concerts. I'm super excited. There's something about live music, and this is my first country concert that hasn't been Lynyrd Skynyrd. I'm a big fan of Lynyrd Skynyrd, and it's like edge of like country and rock, but yeah. So we'll see how that goes. It's gonna be great. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, especially for the extra 20 minutes than normal. We had a lot to say today. There was a lot of energy going around. Remember to find that light within yourself. When you feel the negativity coming from the outside, it doesn't need to penetrate. Don't allow it to penetrate. Cultivate the light within yourself and push that out to the world, because light is always stronger than darkness. Light exposes the darkness. Christine, can you show me the first deck again? Yes, here it is. Cool about the retreat. Congratulations to get it set. Thank you. Also, I love Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth. It's a magical book. Yeah, as soon as I started reading it, I was like, there's so many teachings in this. Like, this needs to get out to everybody. Nathan, essentially a gathering for collective sharing of services. Oh, okay. Thank you, Nathan. I learn something new every day. Jody, love the moon spreads. Your work is so helpful. Thank you, Jackie. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good to hear. Kayla, that would be amazing. I'm so looking forward to hearing more details about the retreat. Lovely. All right, everybody. Take care. Namaste. Look for the update of today's reading in our spiritual community. Take care.